That boy is wet.
And we're live. Well, we're not live, but we are recording in a very, very special episode of, I don't even know what this is, ski mask of some sort. But what do you think?
Ski Mask Sundays
ski
at the garage at the Rusty Nail.
Wow, maybe
There you
that's what it
go.
is. Ski Mask Sundays.
Ski Mask Sundays at the Rusty Nail.
Ladies and gentlemen, by basically the biggest demand as there is, Julio is here. He won't be coming on camera, but he is off mic. Let's officially introduce him. Julio, how are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. These heathens aren't worthy of seeing me, observing me on camera. I refuse to take part in any of this fuckery, but I will.
No.
I will indulge my friend Jim Stancil and his aspirations. Therefore, I will make an appearance for Ski Mask Sundays at the
All right,
Rusty
you're
Nail.
not that important. Just relax. Just fucking relax. Now we're hot off of watching.
I'm pretty important.
What was that? I'm gonna put my fucking headphones
nothing,
back
nothing,
on. You start
nothing.
mumbling shit into the mic. I swear to fucking good, you fucking.
I apologize.
Well, let's backtrack. It is a beautiful Sunday night in America. 60 degrees in March. What's the date?
March 6th.
Wow, 3/6/22. That adds up to 31.
Wow. Math.
That has a lot to do with what I'm going to talk about, which is 0.
That's going to come into play later. You just keep listening, folks.
No. Before it's out of our memory, Frankie McDonald coming to his own on In Hot Water.
Agreed 100%. We were just talking about this while we were hanging out.
You did this without any provocation.
Yes, 100%. I've been watching these shows.
I've been forcing him to watch
He's been-
these shows.
He's been strapping me to this fucking recliner and making me watch these fucking shows.
Try.
And for over a year at this point, and Frankie McDonald has been coming on, almost every show that I've watched. And I will say that he has become a pillar almost of In Hot Water, and also much more confident. It's like he's becoming more socially aware. I don't know. He's becoming smarter.
Yeah, what do
would
they
you
say
agree?
about the robots when they become it? Self-aware?
Yeah, self-aware. Yes, it's like Skynet becoming self-aware. You're watching it in real.
Skynet.
You're watching it in real time. You're watching Skynet become self-aware within the In Hot Water show. It's wild.
Wow, that's exactly right. And the end game is he's going to kill us all.
Yes.
Which the bit is, he's going to kill us. He's going to kill us.
Yes.
In actuality,
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
when autistic people become
Yes.
Skyneted, they start killing everyone.
Self-fulfilling prophecy, 100%. They make fun of
100%.
it now, but it's actually going to happen. It's going to be the human race and nothing but Frankie McDonald's crushing skulls beneath their feet. We're
Genius.
we're fucking we're pushing the extinction of the human race by doing this. So that's my take on it. He's becoming
No,
more
that's a
self-aware.
great point. Wow.
If you look at the
As Owen Wilson would say, wow.
yeah, right. I mean, just look at when he first
As
got on the
Owen
show.
Wilson would say with his nose that's the top of a vacuum cleaner,
That
he would
crooked-
say, wow.
that crooked hook of a nose that he has.
Wow. Really, though?
If
Is
you
that,
watch-
when autistic, think about it, though. Is that what happens, though? When autistic people become self-realized, they become murderous wrecks?
They become T-1000s. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
They start shooting guns
Autisms.
with purple lasers.
Is that
out
too
of them.
low? Autism's 3000s?
Oh, what was the sign we saw outside of fucking the bar?
Oh, right by our favorite bar,
Yes.
folks. And I'll plug it. Casey's Tavern,
Yes.
85 Woodside Street,
100%,
Stamford, Connecticut.
not a
Best
lie.
bar in America. Center of the known universe.
Exactly.
The real-life Mos
He's not
Eisley
exaggerating.
Cantina.
This is 100% accurate truth. by
But
the way.
it's a sign that said autistic child in area.
If that's not a sign that Frankie McDonald's becoming more self-aware, then I don't fucking know what is.
That was a a city sign, board of cities sign.
Government mandated sign, city mandated sign, not a fake sign. A sign on a steel post that was placed there because someone made a big deal out of it, out of a city hall one day, and they placed it right outside Casey's bar.
I always loved. There's a neighborhood down the street here that said, what was it? Blind person area or deaf person area
On your street or
no,
on a
yeah,
different
like
street?
in one of these neighborhoods. I bet you know. You're in the area.
I don't
But
know.
my point is, like, what do they keep track? Like,
associate
if
with
that
those
guy
people.
moves, do they take the sign down? Like, I started not trusting it
Right,
after a while.
right. If they're not around anymore, why keep the sign?
Yeah, I'm not
that
looking
makes
for
sense.
guys who
That makes
don't have
sense.
headphones on.
That makes sense. That makes sense because you.
You know where it was? It was right by Stanford High School, right by Strawberry. It was right on that like busy intersection. It was a sign that said "deaf child in area,"
don't remember.
and
that at all.
but it was there from like when I was like in high school till when I was coaching. So I'm like, hey, change it to deaf adult in area.
On Strawberry Hill, that main street.
Hey, deaf adult in area. Can't keep saying deaf
Jesus Christ.
deaf child in area because
I'm sorry you have to pay for
wasn't-
this.
he wasn't that old before.
Not worth it. It's on Strawberry Hill though.
Well, let's not get into streets. Nobody wants to hear about that. You were there. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk
We can
about
talk
what do you want
Monday.
to talk about first?
Monday? When I
Whoa,
was,
seems like you really want to talk about
well, you mentioned it before.
that. Yeah, you really.
It
wanna
was a
talk-
good time. I enjoyed.
So when did you get? So tell the folks, the beautiful, beautiful folks at home.
Oh, I got.
So when did you get? So Monday, I was on Chrissy Mayer's show. I got there for In Hot Water. Stayed for the the usual kiss Gino.
You kissed Gino on the
On the
mouth,
Dick Goga.
per usual.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Gross little deviant you are. Kissing Gino on the mouth.
Plan out my free time better than anyone else. Go ahead.
Did coke with him apparently in Sullivan's, according to Aaron.
Plan out my
Berg.
free time better than anyone
According to
else. I know
Aaron-
exactly
in
what to
Hot
do. I
Water, you
plan
did
everything
coke
out.
with him.
Everything's fine. Anyway, go ahead.
And I got there shortly after, and Wet Spot started. And it was a great show, per usual. Very enjoyable show, very entertaining show. I enjoyed myself. I appreciate Chrissy letting me sit in the stands and watch the show. Watch my friend Jim do his thing on the show. Very funny stuff. Very entertaining. But I will say that I am upset that I did not speak up in the moment when this happened in real time in the show, when questions were asked about dick pics. Because as the people do not realize, as the fans do not realize, Chrissy Mayer asked the question, if they don't remember, if you've ever sent dick pics out, and Jim Stancil sat there, bold-faced, lied to everyone, lied to all the Compound Media fans, lied to the people that were in the stands, lied to his co-host, Chrissy Mayer, and that other guy with the glasses who's kind of funny. I forget his name. What's his name?
I don't know. He
doesn't
was
even know,
gay.
But no, not that guy. The guy on the couch.
Oh, Andrew Harms.
Yeah, Andrew Harms is great.
Andrew
He's
Harms is
funny.
good egg.
He's funny, by the way. I like him.
Andrew Harms is sneaky funny.
Hilarious, funny, subtle, funny. I like that guy.
I do like
Lied
that
to his
guy.
co-host, Chrissy Mayer. Lied to Andrew Harms. Lied to everyone in the stands. Lied to all the media, Compound Media fans. He has
Just the
sent
media.
dick
I
pics.
lied to the fake media.
He has sent dick pics. He sent dick pics.
My mind is
in the
my mind
past.
is lab. My mind
Well,
is lab.
you're a liar. He sent dick pics, and he perhaps. And listen, here's the big maybe, and I'll give him this. Perhaps he was thinking of sending dick pics to the fair sex in an attempt to have sex with them, in an attempt to have relations with them. And in that regard, he is correct. He has not sent dick pics to women, but he has sent dick pics to men, friends of ours, by accident, because he was so drunk. He's actually sent dick pics to friends of ours, and not just once, on
men.
multiple occasions.
To men.
and it have scarred them emotionally and mentally.
I've barely hung out with him since I've sent him that picture. He's really and this is
This is 100% true. I'm not making this up. This isn't the bit. That's not a joke.
Used to be one of my best friends, and he just laughs every time we talk about it. But he really has distanced himself.
He looks at him different now. Do you want to know what his reaction was when he saw Jim after that incident?
What was it?
He begged him why. Come on, man. Why is it always me? Why are you sending these dick pics on multiple times? He almost broke down, cried because
the quote was, "Why is it always me, man?"
Right. Right.
Now let's clear a couple things up here. I didn't mean to send it to my old friend whose name started with an S. I meant to send it. I meant to send it to a girl whose name started with an S.
Supposedly. I wasn't there for that.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and that's true.
Yeah, all right. I'm not saying.
And I was way in the bag. No other drugs involved. This is when I was young and in love. You know,
actually tried
7 years ago.
All right, I'll give this to Stancil. This is when he was actually trying with women back in the day, years ago, almost a decade ago. So that part of the story actually does line up. I'll give him that.
So what year do you think this was? 2014? 15?
15, I would say.
All right.
15.
All right, anyway. Listen, the point is I wasn't sending it to a guy. His name was right next to her name. This was the Snapchat days before everybody's grandma was on it, which is why I'm not on it. Just like everything else, I'm so ahead of the curve. Really great. And so I hit both their names. And then, so yeah, they both got it. And then I kept sending it to the girl. And I remember, because she was actually engaged to be married at the time, I remember I got a message back that said, "No more dick, please."
No more dick, please.
She was British. That's one little thing.
No more dick, please.
But great stuff. So, you are right, but you are wrong.
No. The question was, have you ever sent a dick pic? And the answer that should have came out of your mouth was yes. And you should have told that story. And that's why I was a little disappointed.
It was a nice, hot, August, humid dick out of the shower. You know, best time. An August dick. August dick. Ugh. Imagine like a February dick.
Wet.
Ugh.
Gross.
Just a.
I do not approve. I do not approve. I do not approve of you.
All right. Well, you were there Monday night.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Did we cover that? We didn't really cover it.
Well, the only reason we came into this entire subject was because I was critiquing your appearance on
well, we got off topic there. Now, you thought I was too drunk. You thought I would be better on the you think I would be better on the show if I didn't drink or do so many drugs.
In all honesty, I know, listen, you were still entertaining. You're still funny. And I think blasted, drugged out Stancil, strung out Stancil, coked out Gino Bisconti Stancil.
Coked out Gino Stancil.
Right. Coked out Gino Stancil still has a
place. Still has a place.
He has a place. He has a lot to offer. And obviously, Chrissy enjoys having you on the show because anytime you talk, she was smiling or she was laughing. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Love Chrissy.
It's her show, so obviously, if she enjoys having you on the show, that's all that matters.
I want to do whatever Chrissy wants.
Right,
me to
I'm
do.
in agreement. I'm just a fucking idiot that's.
But no,
in the stands.
Go ahead. Stop. Enough of the preface. Tell me I suck.
It's not a no. I'm not trying to say you suck. I'm not trying
to
preface it.
Somebody.
All I'm saying is that I think you have a lot more to offer if you had more.
You're
wherewithal.
You're saying you're better than that.
No, you're
not
saying better.
I'm not really that much better than
you're
that.
not. No, listen, I'm not saying you're better than drugs.
I'm not much better.
You can do whatever you want. You're an adult. Do whatever drugs you want.
So I'm not much better than that.
You're not that much better than that. Well, no, what I'm getting at is, I think it would be more productive if you had a bit more wherewithal when you were on these shows. That's all. You were funny. and I love the interactions between you and Frankie McDonald. To be honest, you throwing out those wacky dates and Frankie McDonald correcting you was pretty good. And you fucking just coming up with random shit that Frankie did, which he didn't, but he did. That interaction was great, but I feel like you could offer a little bit more when you're not as coked out as Gino is. I think you may need more
Coke.
No. And more experience being on coke, like Gino. You need more years of being. I think you need more years of being on coke, like Gino, because Gino is still.
Now, here's a theory. I like this. Yeah, he's been doing coke for years. I had to do more coke,
right,
and perform on coke.
Right, Gino's been on coke for years now, and he can still function. You are just kind of sitting there, and you're reacting to things, and you're saying things.
Well, I was like conscious of not talking because I knew I was on coke.
Right. That's what I got from the stands. I was thinking that you're not trying to say too much because you're aware that you're fucked up right now.
Wow. But isn't that so much better than somebody who's on coke and totally oblivious that they're talking too much?
Not really, because I feel like Gino, even though he says listen, I love Gino. Even though he says things that sometimes may not.
So you would rather? I see what you're saying, though. You would rather.
I'd rather have you talking than not sitting there and being too afraid to say something.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's all I'm getting at.
So you want, and I kind of agree with this now that I'm saying it. You want to see somebody if they're all coked out. You want to because it's a show.
Why is the camera not centered on you, by the way?
Because I'm kind of doing a thing where they can imagine you over here.
No, it should just be centered on you. That's all I'm getting at.
Why don't you fucking just sit next to me? I'll fucking just sit right next to you.
I don't like.
Put your glasses on.
No. Anyway, the point is
the corner of the couch. And
No.
Well, then you don't get a fucking choice.
The
point is only the patrons are going to hear this anyway, that's all that matters. So,
like who? Like Timmy? Is Timmy a patron?
Teamster Tim, he's a legend.
Yeah, he's
Teamster Tim.
Is he
Vinny
a patron?
Oh yeah.
Oh, shout out to Teamster Tim. He's my boy.
Yeah, he saved you from being a.
No, I saved him. You dumb bitch. It was the other way.
Right. You saved him. You saved his
I
life.
saved Teamster Tim.
Careful,
he knows what I'm talking about. None of you need to know what we're talking about. He knows what I'm talking about, and that's all that matters. He's my boy.
Listen, guys, Teamster Tim isn't gay. That's all you guys need to know. He's definitely not gay.
Listen, he's my boy. Leave him
now,
alone.
Let's get back to talking about how I failed.
No, you didn't fail. I think you did great. I just feel like you could offer more if you weren't so fucking coked up.
Interesting.
That's all.
Interesting. Oh no, that's what I was gonna say. Wouldn't you? Don't you kind of want? Because I kind of know what you're saying. Like if somebody is fully coked out on a show, I want to see them being coked out and seeing what happens. I don't want to see them trying to hold it back.
Right, exactly.
Right. I feel you.
You're sitting there thinking too much about not fucking up because you're all coked out. Whereas if you were doing this, what you're doing right now, the back and forth, just speaking your mind, giving your opinions, much more.
Well, that's a little different too, because maybe that's a whole nother problem. I'm on a show with 1, 2, 3, 4 on the couch people. I'm, and it's not my show. I'm conscious of not talking, so that may not have anything to do with the drugs.
Fair enough. Fair
but
enough.
I
fair enough. But you are used to being on a show with multiple people, so I feel like you do have.
Yeah, but these aren't real people. This is a terrible show, and we just fucking get retarded people. Victor Marca, fucking.
Don't sell yourself short. You're really great.
God. Speaking of
Victor Marca is. I like Victor Marca. He's a good guy.
Yeah, you're just saying that because you're sleeping in his room at the Hard Rock, the compound.
I've actually never done that before.
Yeah, you're gonna do it this year.
Stancil has, Mead has, pretty sure fucking Chuck Mangione has. I never have. He's a funny guy. I think he's funny. If anyone says different, they're probably right, but I just don't know Victor Marca.
Now, how about today?
Oh.
Wow, remnants of Monday night.
Oh, ghosts of Mondays past.
Ghosts of Mondays past, folks.
Indeed. Went into the city to pick up Stancil's fucking wallet. This guy was
Maybe or maybe not. My wallet was left at the stand Monday night. But the point, folks.
he was a half human for an entire week. This guy wasn't even an entire person.
Let's start here.
All
Did
right.
I not handle myself fine when we were out in public?
Today?
No, on Monday night.
Half and half. I mean, like I said, the whole Chrissy Mayer, I guess you could say review kind of applies to afterwards because you were kind of a mess after that too.
No.
Yeah, you were kind of drunk and on drugs and stuff. You didn't do anything outlandish. But you were wearing a blazer without a shirt on outside. And you kept on trying to kiss that one Ray DeVito.
Ray DeVito deserves a kiss. He's too fucking mad all the time.
You kept trying to kiss him. I don't think he was trying to get a kiss from you, and you kept trying.
Well, let me tell you, it's funny you say that.
Okay.
I don't remember that, but I did get a message from Ray DeVito at 3 a.m. that night.
Okay.
With a picture of me with no shirt on, saying, "Why is this in my Twitter feed?"
Well, I don't know why that's the case.
So
but
he's clearly looking up my.
I do
pictures.
recall you trying to kiss Ray DeVito and Ray DeVito fighting off your advances. That's all. That's all.
That's
I'll
classic.
say about that.
Karen Feehan enjoyed it.
Carrie Feehan enjoyed you trying to kiss her.
No, she
What
enjoyed
did she
she
enjoy?
enjoyed the scene. She enjoyed me in my blazer. She put it on her Instagram
okay.
story.
She put it on her story.
Yeah, don't you remember? Maybe
I'm
maybe
not-
we should talk about you.
I don't follow Carrie.
You were like
Feehan.
next to me.
when she took a
She took
video
a video
of
of me at the bar.
I was downstairs, you moron. You went upstairs to make sure we were in the right fucking place for Berg's show. You did that without me, you idiot. You probably couldn't tell because you were too fucking coked out and you drank too much before Chrissy Mayer's show, and it kept going. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at, people. He was too fucked up, and I had to rein him in sometimes. He doesn't even remember where I was when all this happened. I wasn't next to you when fucking Carrie Feehan took a story of you. I was in another part of the stand completely.
This might be we're gonna make millions. We'll turn this into a Patreon. You telling the truth about my life.
Yeah,
This
you're
is-
fucking
this is-
fraud. He's a fraud, people.
No.
He's not as fucking
No,
hard.
no,
He's
no,
not
no.
a fucking as smart as he says.
Oh,
He's an idiot.
I'm far smarter.
Listen, he's not as tall as he seems. He's much shorter,
Taller.
much fatter,
Stronger.
much weaker, much dumber, much uglier, worse hair,
Hotter. Great hair.
terrible
Better
sunglasses.
hair.
He's Polish.
I-
He just sucks
half
in every
Sicilian.
imaginable fucking possible way. All right? This is the truth. I'm not
Karen Feehan
exaggerating.
loved it. Here's the thing. Nothing was lost. Nothing except my wallet, and it made for a great day, and I did a great job Monday night.
Yeah, I had fun on Monday. It was great.
It was a great night.
Beautiful time. Had some notes about how it could be better, but that's about it. The point is, we had to go back today because of Monday.
But maybe it was a
Because-
blessing in disguise. So we were supposed to go to
All right.
Vineland, New Jersey last night.
All right.
A 3-hour drive from where we live here in
Mhm.
Connecticut, the Gold Coast.
Mhm.
And
Way better.
I had to fucking stay at work because because of the first place trophy generation has no work ethic, and they were never taught. They were taught whatever they do is right. So they have no work ethic, and they think they can do whatever they want. And I'm going to fire someone, multiple people actually, and so I had to stay at work late yesterday, and it just didn't make any sense to go down there. I got out of work at 6:30. It was a 3-hour drive. Still had to check in the blah, 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 blah. So today, obviously I was off today because I figured there was a 3-hour drive ahead of us, blah, blah, blah. So it worked out perfect, really. We went down. We went to see. It was a fairly easy drive down. And we went to the middle of the city, right by the beautiful World Trade Center Tower, where those filthy, filthy Jews planned that thing to blow the towers down. And
Well, sidebar. Stancil and I have never been to the Freedom Tower or the 9/11 Memorial, so
I haven't been physically in it. I've been right around it, but I've never
Yeah.
actually gone in.
yeah, so have I. As of today, no,
but I've walked
no.
near it, just not in it.
All right, so you haven't gone.
All right.
Pretty un-American of both of us, I would say. I'm just being honest. This guy's an all-American. He hasn't been.
Bullshit. We lived it. We live
lived
fucking.
it but we live in Listen.
We live in Stan. You say we live in Stan. I say that all the time. We live in Stan. We live close enough. I remember that night. Oh boy, now we're getting to the Patreon. I remember that night. I went down to Stanford High. It was when I was still in baseball. Played catch with my old man, and they were F-15s. Did a lap overhead.
All right.
We're in the middle. My mom. True story. My mom was in Washington D.C. when that happened
Why was she there?
for work.
For
Just
what?
very randomly.
For
Maybe
hospital work?
Maybe my
She
mom
just
is.
happened to be down
She's
there?
at some conference or some shit. Maybe she's connected. Maybe I should kill her.
Wow.
Maybe I should kill my mother.
Stancil's mom is deep involved in wet works and
Wow.
holy shit, she's part of Blackwater.
Wow.
I'm
part of Blackwater. The
Hey.
Jews did 9/11.
I helped train an army of terrorists.
I helped siphon Saudi oil money to the Bush family and Cheney. All right. Anyway, what was the point of this? We're
Well, I just did a
the
si-
point
I
is
just did a
no.
si-
The
I
point
did a
is we lived
sidebar.
it. People in our high school's parents died. We're right around it. We don't need to be in the city.
We didn't go. That's all I was pointing out.
We're
took-
basically we're just the same
We've
as
never
people that
been.
lived on the north end of
What?
Manhattan.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
No.
absolutely.
No.
Because they weren't directly affected, and they had.
All right, but that doesn't mean they haven't gone to the memorial site.
All right. People in Oklahoma haven't gone either.
Yeah, but they don't live around
My point-
there.
okay, my
It's
point is we
easy
live
for
there-
us to get there is what I'm getting at. We've never been.
All right, we have differentiating views. I'm saying we live around here. We don't have to go. I think people that didn't live around here should go to understand what happened.
I feel like we should have gone by now because it happened in 2001. It's already been fucking 21
I think
years
you're wrong.
since
I
then.
think more people would agree with me. I think people that didn't live here and weren't directly affected by it should go. We were directly affected by it, technically. Whether
I feel like it's worse that we haven't been because we're so close and we can visit at any time.
all right. I just worry this heater's on my drugs and my melt.
This heater
We didn't talk about.
today?
We didn't even get to today.
Yeah, no, we haven't. No, I got distracted by
Yeah.
sidebar. It's
No, it's fine. We'll finish off with today.
Yeah, so we only went. So we had to go back into the city because of the sins of yesteryear. Because you got so blasted, you forgot your wallet at the stand in New York.
Well, here's the thing. Doesn't even count towards that because I'm never the type to put my wallet in my pocket or pull it out. So it had to have fell out of my backpack.
Why wouldn't you have your wallet in your pocket?
I never, because I
That's
hate
just stupid.
bulky pockets.
Yeah, but you.
And that's
must-
why we're sponsored by Ridge Wallet.
I don't know what Ridge wallet is.
We're not.
All right. You must have wallets in your pocket at some during the summer or spring when you don't have a backpack on you, though.
Nope.
Right?
I-
What? You
no-
don't always have a backpack on you.
No, never.
What do you mean?
I have a pocket in the
Oh,
back of my
yes,
phone.
That's correct. That
I
is
keep
correct.
my
That's
cards, and I
true.
could also fit cash
So why
if
didn't
I
you have
needed it.
that on Monday?
I did, but I had the backpack on me. That's why I have the card, because my card was in my phone. I had my debit card all week. My wallet, as I said, I'm just proving you wrong left and right. Obviously, my backpack was open, and because I have everything else in my backpack was there. The only thing that I didn't have was my
What
wallet.
exactly are you proving me wrong in? In what regard?
That I didn't haphazardly leave my wallet there.
No, you haphazardly left it because if you were a fully functional adult, you would realize that you were missing a vital fucking piece of your life. And
I
the
should've
fact
checked,
that you
which I'm
didn't.
surprised I didn't. It's
Well,
usually,
then there you go. You clearly fucked up.
I bet you what happened is I checked, and then it happened like when we were leaving. Like I forgot to zip it or something.
Well, you fucked up. I don't know.
All right.
Guess I'm right. Guess
So
you're wrong.
anyway, we went down there.
We went back down.
Obviously, I lifted shoulders and back this morning real hard.
Went back to the stand today. Picked it up. And then, where'd we go? Spumoni's? Brooklyn?
We went to L&B Spumoni Garden in
Oh,
Bensonhurst,
Spumoni Gardens.
Brooklyn.
I don't fucking know what this shit is.
Hearing about the pizza for you, we made a critical error in judgment. We got the 2 slices of Sicilian, which is what they're famous for.
Yep.
And we got the large round pizza.
Yep.
We should have got the large Sicilian pizza.
Yes.
And the 2 slices of
Right.
regular.
Yes.
Did.
Because the Sicilian was better. Overall.
It was better, and that's what they were known for.
Yep.
I-
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
We fucked up.
We fucked up.
It is what it is.
Is what it is, really.
It was still good.
It was
I
good.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed the pizza. I enjoyed the Italian ice. Stancil had 2 heaping cups of fucking different ice cream. He had
Another critical error.
He had a half
I
and
think-
half, and then a Spumoni ice
Yeah.
cream.
I got a small, and when he pulled the small cup, I was like, oh, that's small. Or a medium. The medium cup is a very small, like Dixie cup, but they blast it up with stuff. But I just saw the cup, so I was like, oh, all right, order that one too small. I'm not going to like make him put a new one. I was like, I'll get the next size up. And the next size up was like triple the size.
Yes.
Yeah, this is great.
And that, yeah, this is great. Yeah, quality content. Definitely worth everybody's fucking Patreon. That's 100% accurate.
It's
But-
$2 fucking dollars.
But, I mean, that wasn't the end of our day. We ended up going to ye old
Wow.
stomping grounds.
Our old stomping grounds, Casey's Bar and Tavern, the center of the known universe. Oh, there he goes, folks. That's the best view you're gonna get of him. Take a pic. So Casey's Bar and Tavern. This is the center of the known universe. If you've seen Star Wars, it's the Mos Eisley Cantina of bars. Truly is. Like, truly. I always say also, it's like if you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean, it's like when people grow out of the walls. Very similar patrons where they're just like in the walls, and then when whiskey's pouring, they like come together and walk out. So we went there. I haven't been. That's my home court, our home court. Haven't been there. I personally haven't been there. I don't know. It had to be a month. And yeah, so did our usual. Had our little drinks, got our free stuff because we're regulars. Yeah, what else was there, Fern? Julio, whoever the fuck you are.
Apologize for that. I had to urinate. Well, got our tequila sodas.
Sure.
Got our complimentary JMO shots.
Sure we
Because
did.
they know us.
Yep.
Oh, they know us all right.
Oh, the cheers of it's our cheers.
Oh, boy, do they know us.
Oh boy, do they know us.
Especially Stancil, to be honest. To be completely fair and honest. Boy, do they know Stancil at Casey's.
Yeah, thanks.
But we also got the fries with the curry sauce on the side.
It's an Irish bar.
And it was a hell of a time. We had some talks. We watched the gayest sport on planet Earth,
The
lacrosse.
Creators Game lacrosse.
Well, I mean, what'd you say, the gayest sport?
The Creators
The
Game. You
the-
play for the gods. The only sport that you appease gods
The
playing.
gayest game? The gayest
Anyway,
game
do you have a
lacrosse. Well, and I'm just saying that we just happened to watch lacrosse while we chatted, you chatted up some surprisingly female people at the bar.
That's right. I talk to girls,
For the
folks.
first time in I don't even know how fucking long. I was astonished. I was stunned. I was speechless.
Well, Julio told me that I probably still have it, so I had to give it a dry run. I had to give it a floor
I
run.
talked him up. Yeah, the reality is I actually believe in Stancil, but the bit is that I think he's an idiot. He talked these girls up. He did his thing. They found out he was a lacrosse player. They found out that he coaches lacrosse, and they found out how old he was, and they were taken aback. I gotta say,
A gas. There was an
they were
audible.
aghast,
There was
yeah.
an audible gas.
Yeah.
Like the pressure actually lowered in the room because of
Yeah.
how hard they gasped.
Yeah, they were.
Which I took, which really in the end is a compliment because I think they thought I
weren't
was a lot
expecting it.
younger.
They may have thought you were
Yes,
younger.
exactly. Now they also knew me because I used to. Let me make sure I don't do too much here. I used to live with a teacher at this school who they all had a crush on, a very young man.
Right.
And
yes.
they heard because I was talking to the bartender about lacrosse, who also
Yep.
played lacrosse,
Yep.
that he knew this person, and they knew the person,
Big gay Sadie that plays lacrosse, by the way.
and the girls were like this.
Only facts,
My ex roommate's favorite students. They were saying.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
This is getting,
Yeah.
this is-
Yeah, right.
It's getting
Yeah,
murky.
so
this
it
is
got-
the Patreon.
Yeah, exactly. So they were probably aghast because they couldn't have believed that someone as old as Dave,
No.
as old as their hot, sexy teacher that they all wanted to fucking bang back in the day when in high school. You're as old as that guy? You're the same age?
Right.
Right. Yeah. Their entire worlds were probably shattered because they didn't realize how old their teacher that they wanted to blow was. That's why.
But if I didn't live in a garage, you think I could have closed the deal, probably, right?
In that instance, sure, you were talking him up. I could see it.
There you have it.
I could see. I overheard.
Stancil still got it, right?
I overheard the conversation. Listen, to be honest,
It's lying just below the
All right,
surface.
all right. Listen. Stancil ain't shit, but just because I think that doesn't mean he still can't fucking bag him up simply because most of the world ain't shit.
Wow.
Stancil's head and shoulders above most of the world.
That's a T-shirt right there. That's a T-shirt.
Simply because
My head over a globe.
head and shoulders over the world simply because he has the nuts to say whatever he wants, to do whatever he wants, to talk to whoever he wants, to do whatever drugs he wants.
Very nice of you.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't care. He doesn't have any
Self-sovereign.
shame.
Self-sovereign.
He's a fucking he'll do whatever. And most people won't. And I think honestly if he didn't live in his mom's garage, he'd be bagging him up left and right. Unfortunately he does live in his mom's garage, so he's not bagging him up as of late. But once he does, he's fucking your girlfriend. He's fucking your wife.
Damn, clip
He's
it.
fucking the girl that you have a crush on. He's fucking your sister.
Damn.
He's fucking. If you like a girl, you lock him up right now because
Yeah.
as soon as Stancil moves out, he's fucking him.
Better keep her in Westchester, you fucking privileged
You
faggot.
better fucking keep him outside of fucking Fairfield County. That's all I know.
That's right. Wow. Thanks, Julio.
Absolutely.
Now we finish on this. I don't know if this is going to translate at all, but this is a good test.
Sure.
It's for fucking Patreon. Who cares? We have a friend. The people know. Our old pal Juggy.
Yeah, Judge.
One of the co-hosts of Sports Mass Collective. He had a girlfriend, and I can't remember.
I know where you're going with this.
I can't remember her last name, and I don't even know how the hell. Listen, folks, one of the funniest things we made up out of nowhere where that boy is gay as an egg.
Oh, that boy is an egg.
Which I promise you, don't overthink it. It makes absolutely no sense, but we just started saying it one
Zero
night.
sense, but it's funny to say.
That boy is gay as an egg.
Ooh, that boy is as gay as an egg.
That boy is an egg. So first of all, take that, folks. Anyone who's gay, just call him an egg.
If you haven't followed Stancil on Twitter, follow it because that's a thing that happened last week that he posted. He made a GIF. It's on Twitter. Well documented comedy, funny tweet that he made public to everyone, and you should be thankful for it. And we're just growing off of that. We're just going off of that, and that's where this next bit comes from. So if you're overthinking it, if you think it doesn't make sense, that's on you. That's because you're too stupid. You're too stupid to realize that it doesn't make sense. You're too stupid to realize that the actual joke is that it's not funny, and how ridiculous it is what's the actual joke. So,
well, wait a minute. You did a terrible job. So today I remember our old pal Juggy. I forgot his girlfriend's last name.
Fuck off.
So let's just say your name is Julie, which is not. I was like, what's Julie's last? Well, I really couldn't remember, and I was like, I don't know. I just remember she was gay as an egg. What's her last name? What was it?
Julie Egg.
Julie Egg. Which I honestly meant for some reason. I was half driving and half. Was her name Julie Egg? Boy, this isn't funny at all, is
Not
it?
at all. I mean, you really have to be there, folks.
All right, yeah.
But listen,
I'm sorry for this.
you're the one that brought this last bit up.
Can you make it funny, or should we find something else?
Can we make it funny? So you think her last name was Egg? Yeah, and we called her Julie the Egg. Nah, it's
not funny.
No,
you
gotta be part of this.
Okay. All right. Well, we gotta figure out.
We can think of something else to end it on.
Wow, this is
Talked about Casey's.
This is a low moment.
Trip.
Low moment.
You're the one that brought us to this point.
Maybe we should talk about the. Let's just now that I have you one-on-one, let's talk about. I mean, the end game is a Dr. Ruffle shuffle, but we should cover.
Oh, a story?
We should just cover my whole. I mean, it won't take that.
Oh, your entire story?
My entire story of why I was thrown out of Westover Elementary School.
I mean, yeah, sure, yeah, we can do that. If you've never gone over,
I really have
before.
to pee, so why don't you just give the
I'll
skeleton
give
of it?
I'll just
listening.
I'll just do a base, I guess. I suppose. All right.
Folks, this is what I mean. Come on.
Yeah, apologize for the unprofessionalism here. It's, I mean, obviously this is just, yeah. What they want is an empty seat in the video of your back while you take a piss outside. That's what they want. That's why everyone pays $1.75 or whatever the fuck they pay a month. We both went to an elementary school together. We were both young, and unfortunately, Dave didn't make it the entire way. Stancil didn't make it the entire way, and he was close. He was close to graduating with the rest of us, but there was an incident that caused the teacher to call in the vice principal into the classroom. I believe it was a math course. When Jim doesn't understand things, he gets a little riled up. And this was one of those occasions where something happened, something was explained, he was
I don't like being told what to do.
Well, whether or not you like to be told what to do is, besides the point. She was teaching a class. She was telling you the steps to
I don't
answer
care.
a formula.
If I don't want to fucking learn it, I'm not going to fucking do it.
I mean, maybe you should have, because you wouldn't be living in your mom's garage right now.
Maybe.
But the point is, she was trying to teach you something, and you either rejected it outright, you didn't accept it as fact, or it confused you and it put you into a blind rage.
Blind rage.
Let's go with blind rage.
Because I enter those
Oh yeah.
often.
I mean, I've seen it happen, and I don't remember this verbatim in my mind, step by step. But I do remember you being upset and never seeing a child being as upset as you were in that very moment.
Wow, a child.
Wow, it put fear inside of me. Probably the first time I ever sensed fear because of how young we were. We were in elementary school when Jim and I went to. Then when this incident happened.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So I instilled fear in you. I taught you what fear was.
Yeah, I was instilled with fear, and it was the first time I had experienced that in real life.
Are you still scared of me?
Now, no, because of how much taller and stronger and smarter and better I am than you.
Well,
But
taller,
that's all superficial.
One
shit.
out
That
of
doesn't
4.
That doesn't count really. It's all superficial stuff. Really.
Taller is the only thing you got.
Well, I got it all. But the point is, at the time, fear
Yes.
God. And that's when our teacher called in the vice principal of our school to help with this incident. And
Now I also had a teacher's assistant with me. Did I not already at this time?
Boy.
I already had someone
TA.
assigned to me.
Oh, yeah,
because
he had
I
a
was
TA.
such a troublesome youth.
He was one of those kids.
Oh yeah.
He was in a tumble bus, if you know what I'm talking about.
No, not at that time. No.
he was-
After that, I went on this. When I went
the incident.
when I went to the next school, I went on a special ed
Oh,
bus.
Jesus Christ! How? Well, that's another topic for another episode.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
suppose
yeah.
how that went.
But no, I was not. No, I was on a.
I thought
no,
you
I
were-
just had a. I had a teacher's assistant because of my poor behavior.
Little did they
Go
know.
ahead.
Little did they know. We all have to be filed out of the classroom because
Let
of
the record show I was always right.
He wasn't really right in this instance, but we had to be filed out of the room because of the scene he was making in the middle of the day.
That's right. Through a desk, right?
They had decided that it wasn't safe for the rest of the kids in the room. And the maniacal laugh that he's exhibiting right now should be enough proof of what I'm saying is accurate.
Yeah, she was saying some dumb shit about math. I remember that. I don't remember exactly. I remember I
That
could
dumb
see it
old
in my
bitch was
saying
saying some dumb old shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was saying
man.
some dumb old shit about math.
And it made no damn sense. But it did actually make sense, folks. And what happened next was probably a defining moment in basically my friendship with Dave. Which pretty much
Stancil.
Stancil.
You're lucky this is Patreon. We'd have to edit this thing all over.
Good. With Stancil.
Also a defining moment in probably education history, some would say.
This is probably goes in the annals.
All the
of,
principals probably share this
teaching
story.
history.
All the principals probably talk about it.
The annals of teaching history. This is probably a folklore by this point in a Connecticut Fairfield County public school system. And it pretty much set the tone for how I would view Stancil for the rest of my life and how I would deal with him in general. But the vice principal comes in, and I immediately remember it was just the vice principal, Stancil, and the math teacher. And Stancil does not appreciate the vice principal trying to calm him down one bit.
No.
And what he does is fucking kicks him in the shin and then throws, obviously in elementary school you have one of those chairs with the desk attached to the chair. It's all one piece. But he takes one of those pieces and fucking whips it right at the vice principal. Nails him right in the fucking shin, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stancil.
Lower half, for sure.
And the vice principal is in fucking pain. And he gets expelled for this, by the way.
Classic.
You would think things like, what does someone have to do to be expelled from a public school? It's retarded.
in our city, like a city,
Right, in
urban,
a city, in an
urban city.
urban environment.
I remember in kindergarten, somebody like knocking on the door, literally knocking, like hooligans from the
Yeah,
neighborhood nearby,
right,
like slamming on the door, disrupting the class, and they
right.
could run out.
Yes,
There was
because we were
graffiti on the windows.
right. We were in a magnet school,
Yeah.
and we were next to like a projecty
Yeah.
area, and
There
they
was-
would fucking bang on the windows in the
bang,
middle of classes every
yeah,
once in
there's
a while.
graffiti on the windows.
Right. Much nicer now because a lot of parts have been gentrified, and we've
Right.
kicked out the poorer
We were an
folks.
urban youth.
Right. But at the time, back in the fucking swinging 90s, they didn't give a shit. They were just fucking teaching motherfuckers wherever. They didn't give a shit
They were going
about
to
us.
Gatsby balls at night and
You
getting
know.
desks thrown at
Oh,
them
yeah,
during the day.
these fucking elite types.
Yeah, these
They didn't
goddamn
give-
teachers.
These elite fucking teachers didn't give a shit about us. We were being taught in fucking hood back in the day.
That's
motherfucker.
right.
Not like now. But the point is, Stancil got expelled from elementary school. This
And
is
the
how
name of
fucking-
that principal was Dr. Ruffles.
Oh, Dr. Ruffles, just like the chip. Just like the
Dr.
chip.
Ruffles. And we still, to this day, it's called the Dr. Ruffles Shuffle. When you do a little one step with your feet.
A
like
little
you're-
one
like
step
you're-
with
like
your
you're-
feet.
Like you're kicking somebody in the shins.
Like you're kicking someone in the shins
Damn.
in the air. That's called the Dr. Ruffle
the
Shuffle,
Dr.
baby.
Ruffles Shuffle.
Around here, we do the Dr. Ruffle Shuffle. We don't do the lean back. We don't do no fucking SpongeBob. We don't do the fucking
None of that bullshit.
Soldier Boy. We don't do any of that fucking shit. We do the Dr. Ruffle Shuffle because of Stancil.
You kick
100%.
the principal in the shins.
You kick him in the shins, and you get a dance named after you. Fact. 100%.